Hello YouTube, welcome to this video. It's another of my cancer vlogs, and I'd like to thank everyone who gave last time's vlogs so much love and likes, and all your comments and messages of support. At this difficult time, it means so much to me, and just to say, I had another amazing holiday. I went with Mum to Ostend in northern Belgium on the coast. The weather was fantastic and we went to the beach every day except one. I read a lot of books. The weather was around about 75 Fahrenheit, which is about 22-23 centigrade. Thank you to my mum for looking after me, pushing me in a wheelchair when I needed it. I am not a full-time wheelchair user, I have to add. If I'm going out for a whole day and it involves a lot of walking, RJ's health has declined over the last year. I can't walk more than short distances and then I'll have to have a rest. So if I'm going out for the day, of say 5 or 6 hours, without taxis, without a car, I need a wheelchair for some of it. Apart from the beach in Ostend, we went to Berwick, and I'd like to thank her for overcoming her fear of continental driving, for driving the 50 miles, that's 80 kilometres, south to it. In the sleepy town of Berwick, there's the National Tobacco Museum of Belgium. It is absolutely amazing. The memorabilia, the history of tobacco in that place, words cannot fully describe. There's going to be a full travel vlog to Ostend. Well, it won't be that big a travel vlog because I only went to the beach and also a bit of the National Tobacco Museum in one video. But the first video, which I'll be releasing in early September, we dedicated to the National Tobacco Museum of Belgium. It is awesome. If you're in the Berwick area, go and see it. It's about 65 miles west of Brussels or 30 miles south of Bruges. Rough geography. Everything's in French, Dutch, German and in English, so no language problems. Only disappointment was there's no gift shop at the end, so all I got was a few lousy postcards. I wanted to buy the book of the place, but they wouldn't let me because the book hadn't been published. A lot of it was to do with the World War I, because it has a revamp in 2003 and a major extension in 2014 covering World War I, where the German soldiers invaded, discovered the joys of Belgian tobacco and had 3 years of pure happiness. Then the Allies took the tobacco back and the area, evicted the Germans, and then the smaller producers of Berwick that produced tobacco got taken over by the multinationals, and sadly the industry is in serious decline around there. I did buy a lot of cigarettes and tobacco while I was in Belgium, I have to add. Luckily my mum doesn't smoke, so I had her allowance as well. You drive off the boat and you choose one of 2 lanes. As you go down the ramp, there's a camera recognition system. I spotted the camera. I imagine that goes straight to the Home Office to record who's coming into the country, but more importantly to Customs. If you've been travelling too regularly with your vehicle, it probably flags it up, because your next stage is you drive past a checkpoint. You have to go about 5 miles an hour past it, and the two Nazi officers, customs officers, getting confused, one each side, scans the vehicle and then decides whether to flag you or not. The car in front of me got flagged. I didn't, thank God. He had to drive in and be examined by a further 10 officers who were waiting in the customs shed. And when I looked across at him, he was a lone driver, around about 40, driving a BMW 4x4 type vehicle. And that's why I think he got stopped and probably doing too many trips abroad. I used to work for them, so I know roughly how they operate, how their warped minds work. The tobacco and cigarettes I brought back is for my own personal use. The joys of living on the continent, driving from one country to the other without any customs, is pure joy. Until you get back to Great Britain. Okay, that's my little rant against UK customs. I have to point out I worked for them from the ages of 18 to 20, and I used to work in the postal imports section, examining parcels coming into the UK on overtime from 1995 through to 2010. What else? Just before my holiday, I had a brain scan. And I'm still waiting for the results of the brain scan. I hopefully got a brain up there. It also includes my full body. And it was just to tell my consultant, who I'm seeing on the 15th of September, how the cancer has spread. Hopefully not much beyond my left lung, but they wanted to be sure. Give me a few sleepless nights. She said, don't worry, it's just a precaution, and we'll tell you by telephone. So those results, as soon as I get them, I'll let you guys know. Emotionally, I'm on a high. I've had a fantastic holiday. Unlike last time, which was more a touring holiday, sightseeing every day to Lucerne, Munich and Vienna, this was a relaxing beach holiday. Just what the doctor ordered. My health is deteriorating. It has slightly improved since I got back from my last trip, but I'm still not in good nick. I'd have to give myself a 7 out of 10. Before I went on this holiday, I was feeling 5 out of 10. That holiday was quite exhausting for me, even with my mum's and brother's help. And I was, as for some of it, as you know, in that wheelchair. I've got a couple more weeks to relax. My next trip is on the 17th of September. And I'm going off to Amsterdam for 5 nights. So I'm looking forward to that with my flatmate, Peter, who's been friends with me for over 30 years. So that'd be great fun, and I'm so looking forward to going to Amsterdam again. I hope to get to Brighton, depending on if my chemo starts, at the beginning of October for a week. And that's my holiday plans for the rest of the year. As you know, my holidays started back in June with Johan to southern Belgium and Luxembourg. Then to Vienna, Munich and Lucerne in Switzerland. And then this one as well. So as long as I can keep my health, I want plenty of holidays for the rest of my life. I've got the money, but I'd swap all the money I've got to go back to work, earn 20 grand a year or 25 grand a year, what I used to be on. Just have 6 weeks holiday, not be rich, just to have my health back. Money does not buy happiness. Luckily for me, the post office was very generous with their pension payout. I'd like to thank my union and the management and the pension fund for doing that, so I don't have any financial worries. I'm not rich now, but I don't have financial worries. It's nice to be able to think, yes, I can afford to go on holiday next week. What isn't nice is thinking, shit, will my health be good enough? But I'm staying positive. I've had plenty of happy memories from all my trips this year. And I'd like to thank Johan, my mum, my brother, and Peter in advance. Give this video a thumbs up. This has been another of my cancer vlogs. I'm going to give myself a 7 out of 10 physically, 10 out of 10 emotionally, and we're back in a few days with another video and a cancer vlog when I get the brain scan results in. It might not be on Friday, it might be Monday next week. Stay lit, guys, and thank you for watching.